Welcome. I'm your host, Trinette Collier Green, and this is Woman on Fire TV, where we sit back and have girl chat about life, building healthy relationships between self, family, friends, community, and most importantly, with God. And today we have back our special guest, Miss Blossom. Thank you so much for coming back. And just to bring you up to speed, her book, Under the Bridge, where she was a former crack addict. And if you look at her in this picture, you would not believe the testimony she has. And I am so thankful that you are transparent and here to tell us, because again, so many women are out here struggling with addictions and abuse and whatnot. So let's get right back into it, because when I say you have a powerful testimony, now last time we talked about, she was in prison, y'all. Now when you look at this lady in prison,
58, 99, 31. That's my prison number.
Wow. Wow. So let's get right into that.
Well, like I said, I want to thank you for allowing me to come back.
Thank you.
May God show you favor.
Thank you.
You know, I was on crack for 19 years, but by the grace of God, I have 14 years clean. So that's what my dreads represent. I haven't smoked no crack, drunk no beer, or combed my hair. Now, I do once a month go around there and, you know, cover up the wisdom.
Right.
You don't never let nobody know how smart you are. But God be the glory, because you know what? I get excited every time God opens a door for me to be able to tell my testimony. Because each time I share, it's not just helping that person, but it's also helping me too.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Speeding Up, book 1, From Under a Bridge 1, From Under a Bridge 2, and my third book is called And They Laughed. As I said previous, make sure you know what kind of laughter you're dealing with. Are they laughing with you or at you?
Okay.
Book 1 tells you what led me to smoking crack was being molested. You know, we couldn't talk about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
How I got pregnant at an early age, how I got married at an early age, and how I ended up going with a guy who was already on crack, thinking that I can change him. But as you know, we can't change nobody but ourselves. Book number 2 tells you how I've been to prison, mental institution, jail, rehab after rehab, prison number 58, 99, 31. Wow. How he delivered me from a homosexual lifestyle.
Okay.
And I tell everybody that's not of God, that's an abomination.
Okay.
We got to stop saying that that's normal. Nobody was born like that.
Okay.
That's a choice of lifestyle.
Okay.
How I had a man to leave me for another man. How I had a guy that I was with that was HIV, never told me. But by the grace of God, I don't have AIDS or HIV. Unfortunately, he died 9 years ago due to complications. Okay. But I had a lot of people tell me, girl, your immune system was so strong. That was the blood of Jesus that covered me. Because I did a lot of stuff out there. The only thing I did not do was sleep with the animal. And that was just a yet. Wow. Because if the dope boy would have said sleep with that dog, I would have. As you can see on the picture, I was a walking zombie.
Wow.
I was just existing. I wasn't living. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
But God covered me. When we realize and know who we are and who we belong to, can't no devil in hell stop us. I know that now, but I didn't know that back then. Okay. I also talk about how I ended up under the bridge. If I didn't have money for a hotel, I couldn't find nobody to trick with. It was a 1993 Dynasty that I used to sleep in. This is the cover of the book.
Okay.
And I would put a car up under the bridge, get in the back seat, and I always slept in a fetal position.
Really?
And to this day, I still have to say, Blossom, straighten your legs out, because I slept in a balled up position. Okay. But we have to remember, when Jesus died on that cross for us, he freed us all, so we don't have to be bound or bent over. Okay. Walk with your head up high. Okay. Gotcha. So I was in the crack house one time, and I remember I was so tired because I had been up for weeks. I mean weeks, and I was hungry, tired, confused, didn't know what to do. I tried to commit suicide, but I was one of them kind of person. I was scared to live and scared to die.
Gotcha.
I remember one time I had the gun, but I made sure I looked at it to make sure one damn bullet in there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I would tell somebody I'm finna kill myself.
Yeah.
You know? When you find people like that, they're not going to do it. They're just seeking to do it. And I was a big manipulator. I used to could talk the sweetness out of a gingerbread, and the thing just is bitter. People didn't want to be around me because I was a crackhead, an alcoholic, a thief. You couldn't put your purse down because I was going to take it and you'd be looking for it, and I don't walk down the street. I was one of them crackheads. you know, when people see you coming out the window, they pick the whole house up and move because they didn't want to be around me.
Wow.
But because I was still holding on to my hurt.
Yeah.
You got to let the hurt go, or the hurt will hurt you more. Went to treatment. Well, I was sitting in the crack house that night, and I just started writing God a letter.
Okay.
Because I knew the Lord. I had got saved, but I backslid.
Okay.
And then, you know, you have people saying when I found Jesus, I thank God he found me. And he found me in a crack house.
Yeah.
But one thing we have to remember, and I love this scripture, Jeremiah 29:11.
Yes.
And I'm paraphrasing it. He got a perfect plan for us.
Yes. Yes.
And I recite that even when I'm going through things, I got to remember it may not feel good, but it's working for my good. So that night in the crack house, I took a piece of paper out and started writing God.
Okay.
Still was smoking crack, writing God. I still had my gifts of utterance, speaking in tongues.
Okay.
And I let people know, no matter what we're doing, God is still in control.
Yes, he is.
Still is.
Yes, he is.
So God bless you. I took that last hit, and I walked out the crack house. But before I walked out, I told a young lady whose house I was in, I said, next time you see me, I'll be clean and sober. But unfortunately, she died of AIDS. But and God spared me.
Right.
Some things that I did, some other people did the same thing and ended up dying. I used to run in front of trains to get to the other side in a car and walking. One of my good friends, I lost her with a train, this drugger. You understand what I'm saying? I remember being in the mental hospital for 3 days. And I remember people standing over me and talking, but I thought I was dreaming. And when I did come around, they gave me some clothes to take a bath and everything. They took me to do my intake. And while they was doing my assessment, they pulled out this picture. I said, well, who was that person? And the doctor said to me, she said, Blossom, that was you. Wow. I didn't know I had been in the rubber room for 3 days with a paper gown on, laying on a mattress, and they couldn't give me the food to eat with a fork and stuff.
Okay.
They was giving me food in a styrofoam. So I talk about all that stuff to let people know, because there's 2 things people don't like to talk about. It's molestation and mental illness.
Exactly.
I had been diagnosed with bipolar, schizophrenic, but the only thing was I was smoking crack. They had me taking medication. I still was smoking crack and drinking alcohol, but God kept my mind. People's minds are snapping nowadays.
Yes.
Because they're holding on too much of hurt.
Yes.
So God bless me when I checked myself into the hospital. I begged them. I said, don't let me go till you find me a place.
Okay.
So I have a friend. I'm originally from Florida, so that's where everything happened.
Okay.
Now, some people can get clean in their hometown.
Yeah.
I wasn't one of them.
Really? Okay.
What's good for you might be good for you, and what's good for me. So you got to work with what's good for you. So God sent me on down to Miami, where everything was. Okay. And I said, now if I play the games I did in my hometown, they're going to kill me down here. Okay. So I had to get right.
Right.
Anything you see on Miami, believe it, because that's how it is. You might walk out your front door, there's a body there. I was too scared to get high, and I had never felt like that. So I knew it was a change coming.
Right.
So God bless me, I went through treatment, and I tell people, sometimes you got to get away from people, places, and things. Not just with drugs.
Okay.
That's if you want to elevate in life, because some people don't want to see you go nowhere. They want to keep you right there with them.
Exactly.
So God bless it. I stayed down there, finished the treatment, got into another program, and then God bless me, started working at a research company.
Okay.
And I was always the type of person, when I was in school, you show me, catch it like that.
Okay.
So God bless it, I had a young lady, she was from Alabama, she trained, she took me up under her wing and taught me everything. So when I started training other girls, they was getting paid more than me, because they had their papers, their credentials.
Right.
I hadn't had my high school diploma because I dropped out. But God showed me favor. And I was dumb as a doorknob in school. The teachers, they would ask me, what is 2 and 2? I say 14. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you, when God touch your mind, it ain't nothing you can't do.
Exactly.
So God bless me. I went back to school, got my high school diploma. God bless me. Went to college, girl. Graduated, took my state boards, national certified medical assistant. I could take blood now. I can work in an emergency room, all because of God.
Wow.
You know? So then God bless me. I met my second husband.
Okay. So after all of that.
Yeah, after all that.
After all of that, God bless you with the
Now,
second.
we didn't go do it the right way first time.
Okay.
We ended up living together, and I was still married to the first husband. Oh. But when God called me strong in that church, I told him I can't live like this. So
right.
I couldn't find my husband. You know, I had to do all that stuff. Just trying to find him. But God blessed it. Everything went through, so we got divorced and we got married.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to tell a lot of people now, you know, we lived in Miami, then we ended up moving to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Okay.
And I tell a lot of people, you better love yourself, because if you don't, you're going to go. You know what I told him in Miami? I said, now don't try to get me in Alabama and make a fool of me. But he ain't listen.
Okay.
You know, we're not married now. We've been divorced 5 years. If people say 5 years, y'all been divorced. Why? I said, because of love. They said, love. I said, yes, because he loved talking to other women and brought another woman in my house. Okay. See, I was the kind of person that got high. If a bird got hit, bird dead, let's go get high. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't have to have no reason.
You didn't have to have a reason.
Right. But God had cleaned me up, and I liked it being clean and sober.
Okay.
I liked looking in the mirror and looking at somebody instead of a something.
Okay.
That was a something.
Okay.
You know? So God bless, and we have to be careful who we listen to. Because I was in the church, and them old saints, them old seasoned saints.
Yeah.
Well, baby, he don't mean that. So I dealt with it for the first woman.
Okay.
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 Then the second woman, I asked him, well, why would you do something like that? He said, because she told me. I wanted to make sure I did the right thing. Because I was the type of person, I don't care, I went from state to state, city to city, and I always ended up in a crack house with my elbows on the table. I said, now, how did I end up here? Because you know what? I took my worst enemy, which was myself.
Okay.
Sometimes we don't need nobody.
Right.
Because we can mess our own self up.
Yes, we can. We can.
So God bless it. I had the divorce papers and I filed. And I sat down and tried to talk to him. And if he would have talked to me, that's the problem with communication, with any kind of ship, family ship, cousinship, just ships.
Right.
Because you lose communication.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of things crumble.
Yes.
So that night, I was crying out. I said, Lord, I don't want to go back to smoking no crack.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk with him. And you can't make nobody do nothing.
No,
don't
you
want to
can't.
do.
Especially grown folks.
Especially when they got that pride.
Yeah.
You understand me? So I was like, what did I do wrong? Because I still was dealing with that, with the molestation, because they always do. Abuse always want to make you think you're the problem.
Right.
So that next day, I remember he crawled in bed, and when he was crawling, I seen a black snake. But I wasn't scared. So when I closed my eyes and said, Lord, okay, I see it. I saw these other little snakes. I said, okay. Went to sleep peacefully. The next morning, because I had asked God, I said, let me know if I'm doing the right thing. So the next day, and you don't want to see this kind of stuff on TV, when a woman call you. Girl, that girl called me and told me that her voice was so pretty. He said, man, speak to Miss Blossom. I said, Miss Blossom, I thought it was a bill collector. So I said, this is Miss Blossom speaking. So she said, may I speak to Miss Blossom? I said, this is Miss Blossom speaking. She said, I want to talk to you about your husband. Girl, I stopped and transformed, moved in. So I said, well, what about him? And then she told me she had been in my house. I said, okay. Now, back in the days when I was smoking crack, I'd have took a hit and went and found her, the children. Because I'm telling you, when I smoked crack one time, I set the house on fire with me in it.
No.
So do you think I thought about setting fire? I didn't care. But today I care.
Right.
So we talked, and I knew she couldn't have been lying because she described my house. But I'm going to tell you how good God is. God had me in Florida on a program.
Okay.
He saw what was coming.
Right.
So I told her, I said, if I'd have came home and caught you, it wouldn't have been nothing nobody could have said.
Right.
So I called him. My ex-husband knew everything about me. I told him, I said, there's no way I would have let no woman, no man disrespect you the way you did me.
Right.
So I got my confirmation right there for the divorce to go through. But to make a long story short, like I said, I used to get high if a bird got hit. But I didn't want to get high. I cried out to God. So I went through the divorce.
Okay.
First time buying a home, I lost that in foreclosure.
Okay.
But I didn't get high.
Okay.
God touched the bank heart where they gave me relocation money. So where I am now, and T.D. Jakes had them preach the house down. So girl, I'm just happy. Open the front door, car gone. I said, somebody stole my car, but know what it was. I had made no paper. Those people came and got the car.
They got the car, all right.
Trying to make up stuff. But I still didn't go get high.
Right.
So I'm letting people know, regardless of what life issues you go to, you don't have to go back to some people, places, and things.
What kept you from not getting high?
Because I played the tape all the way through.
Okay.
I didn't stop at the good times. I remember the last time I took a hit and I was up under the bridge. Okay? You got to play the tape through. Not just with drugs. It's in relationships with men, relationship or jobs. You got to play the tape. Don't stop at the good time, because like I said, I had some fun when I was out there on the dope.
Right.
You know, you have people saying, I did not like to get high. I don't know what crack they smoke.
Right, but you had some good time. Yeah.
But you got to play that tape all the way through. How people used to beat me. I had 3 people jump on me one night.
Okay.
And I remember how they kicked me, spit on me, beat me in my back. But God.
But God.
But them same 3 people, they in my inbox now, pray for me. That's why you got to be careful.
Yes.
How you treat people.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
So
you have to.
God, you really do.
Yeah.
They beat me bad, and I'm woman enough to say they beat me bad. But like I said, and I remember the foot coming up like like in a kung fu movie. And I remember it kicked me, and
Yeah.
I went over, and I remember I could see the spit coming real slow. And I just, you know, and so I played them tapes all the way through because I don't want nobody to ever treat me like that again.
Right.
A dog is due to respect.
Yes.
So God blessed me. The Lord told me to stay in Tuscaloosa. And all my family's in Florida.
Okay.
But God blessed me. I went before Habitat.
Okay.
And because I had started working in treatment. And, you know, you can go to school. God bless me. I went back to school the second time.
Right.
And got my certification for drug counseling. But if you know, you have a lot of people that can read. But if you don't have that street smart,
Yeah.
you know, it's good to have that book smart,
Yeah.
but it's best to have that street smart.
Yeah.
So you put them two together, it's on game
on.
recognized game.
Yeah.
Because they can't come to me any kind of way. Because the same games they're trying to play, I played them 14 years ago.
right.
And don't nothing good come from it. So God bless me. I went before Habitat and I was asking them, could they build a home for me for women
Okay.
that want to stay clean and sober. And God bless it. They couldn't build a home for me, but God touched their heart when they gave me some land.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So God bless it. I have my land.
Uh-huh.
I have my blueprints. I have my building permit because I had to go before the zoning committee. And,
Okay.
And you know, God had me with these people, and I didn't even know what they was talking about because they was using some big old words. But what they was doing was they was figuring out how I'll be able to house more women in this house. And so
Okay.
God showed me favor. And when I heard each councilman saying yes, 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 it was just like angels. Like and I broke down crying.
Now this is all you in under the bridge. You're a crack addict. You've been to prison, abusive relationship, molested,
Unfit mother, drunk, prostitute,
thief, all of this, and you telling me God still showed you favor?
They gave me the land.
Look
God
at
bless me.
God.
I have a nonprofit called From Under a Bridge, Safe Haven Home for Women.
And what kind of women will you be servicing?
Well, this will be for women that want to stay clean and sober. Okay.
Okay.
They can stay 6 months to a year.
Okay.
Now the first house will be for women.
Okay.
And then the second house will be for women and children.
Okay.
Now he haven't had me to deal with no men, but because I've had a lot of men to come to me since they read
Yeah.
a book to talk about them being molested.
Okay.
And for a man to say he had been molested is
Yes.
real powerful.
Yes.
But right now my focus is on women.
Okay.
So like I said, right now I'm working with an organization.
Okay.
They told me if I raised 40,000, that they would build the whole house for me. So it's coming. It's going to be in God's time because God
Yes.
told me to do it.
Yes.
I wanted to go back home and open the first place because I had an older pops that told me, he said, he used to call me Buttercup. He said, now, Sugar Lump, wherever you messed up at, that's where you clean up at.
Okay. Okay.
But God told me to start there. So like
Okay.
I said, everything's been falling in place. But then God blessed me. After the books and everything, God has blessed me. Then I've gotten a movie deal.
Really?
I'm not the one to gossip.
You're not the one to gossip.
But Empire better look out, you know what I'm saying? And I told the screenplay,
They don't have nothing on you.
They don't know. They don't know. And you know, and I was telling the screenplay, I said, whoever played Blossom, she
Right.
got to get it and get it right. You know, so I thank God for that, you know, because when I was up on that bridge, who would have thought that my life story would be on the film? You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Then, God bless it, opened up doors where I was on the Cliff O'Donnell show. That's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Back in the days, I'd have cut his pocket or took his shoes off his feet. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? The fun thing was, God allowed me to be myself because I
Yes.
love to laugh and have a good time. Because you know what? Laughter is good.
It is.
And Pastor Doll said after the end of the show, he said, Blossom, if you're not a comedian, you should be.
Right, right.
Because like I said, we so busy with getting beat up with this and that. You need to take some time up and laugh. You
Yes.
know you did something funny last week or something. Laugh
Right.
at it. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying? Because
exactly.
you got so many people, their faces are frowned up, their eyebrows are growing together because they walk around with so much
Yeah.
of hurt inside. Let
Yeah.
it go.
Yeah.
Like I said before when I was here, you can live in the most prettiest house, but every time you come home, it's the leaves and the branches, they all in the front yard and makes the house look ugly.
Yeah.
But until you get out and cut the root of that tree, then you won't have no root, no leaves and stuff. And my root was being molested. I used to couldn't say the word without tearing up.
Really?
But like I said, I just let people know
Yeah.
it's life after molestation. It's life after drugs.
How did you get to the life afterwards?
God taught me how to forgive my abuser.
Okay.
And then God had to teach me how to forgive myself.
That's hard.
That's why I said God. That's the only way. Because I was an unfit mother.
Okay.
You know, I did a lot
Yeah.
of things out there that I had no business
Yeah,
doing.
yeah.
So you blame yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, when you ask God to forgive you, who are we to sit here and still punish us.
So you mean to tell me I have to forgive?
Yes, that's the only way.
This person hurt me.
Okay, and
So
look what Jesus did. I'm gonna tell you now. When they took him from courtyard to courtyard and he was getting beat and everything, he had the anointing for that. Because if they said Blossom had to be beat for you, I'd have told on everybody in here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So God has to anoint you for whatever He wants you to walk through.
Okay.
You got to have that anointing. Like how we sit up here talking.
Yeah.
We both have to have this anointing.
Yeah.
To be able to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody tries to wear everybody else's shoes, and then you know how, like a little girl, Mommy, I got on your shoes, and she's flopping around.
Yeah.
I can't wear yours just like you can't wear mine.
Exactly.
So when you know what size you're wearing, can't nobody take that. I'm not no beauty queen, but I know that God got me for such a time as this.
Yes.
It may not have felt good, but it's all working for my good. So we have to remember that, you know what I'm saying? And when you know who you are and who you belong to, I'm not going to say you're not going to get hurt no more.
Yeah.
You lick your wounds for so long, but then, okay, that's enough of that.
Right.
Look, he brought me from another state.
Right.
And brought another woman in our home. So, but I didn't go because I want to stay clean. I want to help somebody else out from the suffering.
Where is Blossom now? After all of this, 19. You said 19 years, 14 years being clean, which is a blessing.
Amen.
Which is a blessing. I'm so happy and so proud of you.
Thank you.
Because people still struggle with that. Every day is one day. So where is Blossom now? Where's Blossom going?
I ain't the one that got you. You don't tell everything.
Right, you can't tell everything.
Facebook. Like I tell everybody, watch God work.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And you know how you could just feel something good in your spirit? You know, God's blessed me. I'm a minister. He's blessed me for the last 5 years. I've had a ministry. It's called Zion and Recovery for women. And then, you know, I just got back into a rehab.
Okay.
And then God just showed me favor where now every Sunday I can have church. You know, that's... And it's the same place I got fired from 6 years ago.
Really?
So God turned that whole thing around. Because whatever the devil has done to you, he got to give you back double. So God has showed me favor with the new director.
With the new.
And so I had people that wanted to go to church with me. And some things, you know, legally. So God bless it. I called my pastor and I said, can I be released to be able to have church? And God bless it. Tomorrow, which is next Sunday, will be my very first church service.
Really?
Then God just blessed me last Saturday, performed my very first wedding. And why it was so powerful to me was because I messed up so many families when I was out there.
How?
Girl, I was sleeping with the woman's husband or sleeping with her.
Really?
So when you mess up stuff like that,
Yeah.
I wasn't just up under that bridge because of being molested. I was under there because I had done a lot of things.
Okay.
And whatever we sow, we shall reap. So I messed up some families out there. But God allowed me to be able to perform my very first wedding. And I'm up there and I'm about to cry.
Really?
Because I'm just saying, you know, look, God, this ain't nobody but God.
So it was deeper than you performing a wedding.
Yes, it was because I had messed up so many families back then, so many husband and wife. And look at God, He's allowed me to put two people together to be husband and wife. That's God.
So what do you say to those non-believers? People say, she ain't do all that. That's just TV.
The proof.
The proof.
The proof.
Because this doesn't look nothing
That's
like
me.
you right now.
That's me. And girl, I thought I was the finest thing it was. People used to smell me coming before they see me coming because I didn't like water and water didn't like me. So we stayed apart from each other. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They used to call me Tales from the Crypt and I smelled like hot buttermilk. Do you understand? And thought, girl, I'd be in the club. That's my song. So much to hair up under my arm. You could braid it and put beads on it.
Oh.
That and 4 pair of pants on trying to look fine. That's a hot mess. Be on the bicycle. It was storming one night, lightning. I had somebody at the house that was spending money, so you don't want them to leave.
Right.
So they gave me the money. I said, "Y'all be right back." I got on the bicycle. I put a plastic bag on. Y'all, it's lightning. And I'm out there with the umbrella, riding the bike like the witch on Wizard of Oz, going to find that door. But God.
But God.
But God. And you know what I tell everybody? I'm still a hustler. I'll be a hustler till the day I die.
Yeah.
But the same way I used to knock on them dope boys' door, can I do this to get a hit? It's the same way I do now. Can I come on your show and tell my testimony? That's what it's about. And I'm not ashamed. I wasn't ashamed when I was back then, so I shouldn't be ashamed now. People going to throw your past back up.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, okay, Ann, that's on page 23, baby.
Right. So you want me to autograph that?
Thank you. You know, and then sometimes when people try me, I say they ain't read the book yet. I was just a mean person out there. I fought more men than I did women.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I really did. But God.
But God.
And I'm not perfect.
Right.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
But I serve a perfect God. I serve a
Amen.
perfect God. So we have to remember that you're gonna fall short. Just get up, carry on. Because if I could have found that lady who came in my house, I'd have slapped the whole eyebrows off.
Wow.
And went on back to the altar.
And went on back.
But who would have been in trouble? I would have.
Exactly.
So sometimes you just have to walk away.
Yes.
Pick and choose your battles.
Whew, Blossom. Well, look into that camera and tell us how we can connect with you. Because you have, you got to reach some people.
Well, like I said, I am not the one to gossip. You can reach me on Facebook, Blossom Rogers. You can call me at 305-753-8164. Check out my new website, blossomrogers.weebly, WEEBLY.com. Like I said, reach out, but don't come with no foolishness. Tricks are for kids. But like I said, just because if you need me, call me, 305-753-8164, Facebook, Blossom Rogers.
Wow, awesome. And I can honestly say you mean every word, because I've reached out to you, and like I said, I so appreciate you, the big sister that you know that I don't have, being the oldest, but I thank you. I thank you. You're so powerful, and I just know that you're going to reach so many women out here, just so many that I've come encounter with. And again, everybody has a testimony and a ministry.
Right.
That may not be my ministry.
Right.
That may not be the next person, but that's your ministry.
Right.
So I sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart, and you know I'm always here for you.
Amen.
And on this journey. And I'm just
Amen.
praying that I can't wait. I can't wait to see that big screen.
And when I walk down the red carpet, I'm having one of them girls on like the Kardashians. You know, but like I said, but you know what? It's about supporting one another.
Yes.
That's what it's about.
I just want to know who's going to play you.
Girl, I don't know. You know, we still working out some stuff.
I want to know who's going to play you.
She going to come with it.
Yes, she is.
If I get out there, it's on.
Blossom, I thank you so much for being here again. And you all can connect with me, stay connected with me on my website. I am TrinetteLCollier.com. All social media, Trinette L. Collier. Facebook, social media, all of that. And every day that you wake up, know that God is good. Life is still good, no matter what it throws at you. But remember to live, laugh, and love. So every day, don't skip a day, but every day that you wake up, just remember that God loves you.
Amen.
And until next time, talk to you later. See you later.
Amen.
Bye.